Cool.
Just for a moment. Take control of the community, please, bro. Let me quickly turn my fan on because I look sweaty as. That's it. All right, we're here. We're live. We got a bunch of accounts to give away. This is all good. Where's the
Let's go.
OBS?
Let's go. Let me see.
I just don't know where the. Yeah, that's fine. All right. I realistically want it here, actually. What's the chat saying?
Oh, everybody's here. I see them. I see them. Everybody's fired up. Let's go.
Let's go. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's what we like to see. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. All right. The PC is set up. We are ready to roll. Let me just confirm that this looks legit. It does. Happy days. Boom. Let me pin these. All right, Bart. Speak to the community for a little bit, bro, and then I'll be back. I just need to turn this fan on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's it going, everybody? Nice to see y'all again. It's been a long time. I think I streamed two weeks ago. And we had a fucking banger stream. Like that. The fact that we passed. Yo, who was here when we passed that 200K on stream? That shit was crazy. Fucking hell. Two legends in one frame, my guy. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. Yo, we got some fire accounts to give away. Like you guys have no idea what's coming. What the hell? You guys have no idea. We got so much shit to give away. We got a moderate amount of announcements to give y'all, and then we're just gonna kind of chat shit. Talk to you guys, see what you're expecting for the New Year's, any new accounts you want. What the hell? Yo, wait. Oh, he's back.
Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. What's the chat say? Christmas was like 4 days ago. Let's do it. Boom hand, pink, waving face, blue, smiling, boom. Okay, brain rot.
What the fuck?
Look at that. Well, we have. If anyone saw the Instagram or anyone saw their Twitter, and they've come from Twitter, my numbers were wrong. I said we were giving away 90K on. I said we were giving away 90K on the stories, but we're actually giving away 105. We got 550K standard account. We got 5Ks to rip through as well, and we got 3 instant 10Ks. So we got a shit ton of accounts to give away, just over 105K. Plenty of stuff to go through, plenty of forms to be sent into the chat. But Batman's flexing his stop loss. Oh, Bard, someone is telling you to change your hairstyle, my G. I feel bad.
Yeah, they say that every single stream, man.
Every week.
Every single stream they say that shit. Guys, relax. It's Christmas, man. Like, relax. All right, next year, you guys can tell me to change the hairstyle. All right, new year, new me. Now, no, I think it's good.
My voice is low.
Batman likes it, though. I know Batman likes it.
Is the voice low? No, they do this every week. I'm thinking the voice is calm. You gave out all those beautiful accounts on your Twitter, yet I did not win one. Well, brother, today could be your chance. But before we continue with stream, let's just address what the stream actually is about. Because it's very rare you'll catch me and Bard. We have plenty of meetings, plenty of calls behind closed doors, but we're never on the live stream together in public. So, with today's stream, there's 2 announcements, and I'm not even going to speak about them. I'm just going to run through them now, which is number 1, for any of my Nigerian brothers or sisters out there, up the volume. All right, I'm going to actually assume that the volume's not great. For any of my Nigerian brothers or sisters, we have a new verification system coming. It should be here in the next week. All right, so anyone struggling with the NIN verification, it will be here. You don't have to stress. It is coming. Now, is the volume still shit? Surely, I just turned it up. Come on, someone let me know. Now, the second and only other thing is some point in January. I'm not going to say when or anything like that. That's why I'm not even going to talk about big announcements today on stream, because there's not that many. Sometime in the month of Jan, we will be removing 25 for 25, 50 for 50, and 100 for 100. They will all be going. We will be replacing it with the instant 10K is going to stay for all the new traders. And then on top of that, we'll be re-releasing a couple special accounts already. So that is the only 2 updates from the stream. The rest of the stream, we're doing nothing but 2 things. Giving away a bunch of accounts to the traders. So we've got 105K to go through for you guys in different wheel spins. And then we also have to talk about suggestions from the community. I want to hear from you guys. The rules will probably stay the same, so I will avoid too much rule discussion from the moment. Maybe we'll have a stream early in the new year where we discuss rules and removing things and adding things. But I also want to hear from you guys about new accounts. Do we want new add-ons? Do we want competitions? These sort of things. What else can NLF do in 2026 to keep the party going? The whole reason we started this was because trading is fucking boring. Alright, no one really enjoys sitting on a chart. If someone said they could hand you 50k tomorrow, or you could just sit on a chart for 10 hours a day, you'd rather someone just give you the money. So the ultimate point and goal with NLF is to enjoy the journey and enjoy the experience. So that's what we're here to discuss. How can we actually make the trading game fun again? And Bard's pulling a face. Are you alright, bro?
Nah, I just saw someone said bread. He called me bread. I've heard so many different versions of my name. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, Brad.
Is it Bread? Is Bart? Is Brad? It's crazy, bro.
Bread and sponsor.
We're also gonna gamble this stream, guys. Spencer forgot to tell you. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I do think down the
Maybe
line,
future.
sometime in the future, I do think we do $1,000 or $2,000 in a live account, and we just 100x leverage that shit. Rip like
Sir.
$20, $100 trades, risk like 10. Is it a grand? What's that? 10 grand a trade? Yeah, 100 times 100x leverage. All right. What do we got? What do we got in the chat? I have a Nigerian friend who needs a job. Yeah? Tell me more. Trading is cool. Yes, great. Open competition on the platform. So we could do a competition next year, but the question I guess becomes, everyone asks for it, but no one really ever gets involved. We've done 2 competitions in the lifetime of NLF. We did one very early on, probably 3 months in, like in June, and Summer won the $1,000 that we were giving away. So we gave a trader $1,000, and then we did another one 2 months ago where we gave a trader a year's subscription to TradingView and a 50k account, and then I think we gave out like a couple $100 discount to someone as well. But we only had maybe 10 actual entrants in that competition too. So the only way we could see a competition coming back is something of substance, something that's actually going to have a lot of people come and enjoy it. I found that when you guys add back consistency rule when I purchased it. And look, when it comes to, I'll just quickly touch on that part. When it comes to the consistency on the Instant Pro, I mean, first things first, my friend, it's not a scam. Scam would be us just taking your money and not replying. So that's retarded. But let's call it what it is. Everyone that's come to us that has been saying, I'm not impressed or I'm not happy with the consistency added back, you want to know the first thing we did? Refunded them. And some of these guys got payouts as well. So a couple guys on the Instant Pro accounts got a payout, got the consistency rule added and said, hey, this wasn't what I bought the account for. Can I have my money back? You know what we did? Absolutely. All right, I think we refunded over a couple grand in accounts. So for the people out there going scam, it's truly retarded. If you're that unhappy, jump in a ticket, get your money back. It's not that bad. All right, that's all it is. All right, if we ran away with the money, fair enough. Say what you want, but that's the game. Now, Bard, you got a few questions in there. Someone's asking you about why your profile's age restricted. Feel free to reply, brother.
Cool. Well, so I'll reply to this question first. Why is Bread sad? I'm not sad. I'm actually very happy. I just have a resting bitch face. That's why. It looks like I'm always sad. And then why is my account age restricted? Well, it's for multiple reasons. First, I have experimented a lot with different audiences, and I found that older audiences usually respond to my content a bit better. So that is why I do think that it helps with my engagement and all that. So it's more of a technical thing. It's not that I don't want like 18-year-olds to watch my content. It's more of I just prefer older people in my community to say that. One other thing, actually. He's not face looking good. Thank
Red
you.
is speaking. Oh shit. All right.
Yo, I have a question for Spencer actually.
Go on.
Wait. I have a question for Spencer.
Go on.
Because usually when I stream, we give away trading sauce, like trading knowledge, and it's all about trading. And when Spencer is on live, it's more NLF related. So I want to bring my part of this, like my way of streaming, into this stream. So I want to ask Spencer a question that I think would help a lot of you guys pass your accounts. And that question is: now that you've overseen a lot of the trading that happens in NLF, and you've been a part of the prop firm space, or you own a prop firm for just under a year now. What is one thing that you've seen consistent traders do, and what is a few things that traders that blow their account do? Like, what are some, common denominators?
I like it. The first things first. Whoever said, "Can I put Nutella on your biceps?" is crazy. But let's get into it, shall we?
My days.
So, when it comes to the rule that probably gets the traders breached the most, it's honestly daily drawdown. So there's over 70 people in this stream, and I want every single person to know. Have some sort of system, some sort of plan in place. If you know your daily drawdown is at 3% and you've lost 2.5, I don't know what you need to do. I don't know if you live with your mum. I don't know where you are, but give someone your device. Delete, block NLF once you've hit a certain loss or something, because the number one loss or reason I see accounts get breached is purely due to daily drawdown, and that should be the last thing that you're breaching by. If you go on a losing streak of 4, 5, 6 trades, it happens. All right, it's a part of the game. It doesn't matter if you're a brand new trader or you've been around for ages. But we know guys with like a couple 100K prop accounts. They'll go through.
Yeah.
They'll breach the third or fourth one because they'll go through a losing streak, and then they'll trade only 1 or 2. They'll blow the account. They'll end up coming out of it, and then they make that account back by scaling up. Now, that's the biggest reason I see losses occur. The biggest sort of success, and this is honestly why a portion of me likes to have the consistency rule, is because traders gamble all the time. And this is the thing, is it's not just on accounts with consistency. It's on the accounts that don't have it too. But what I see reading traders' statistics, whenever I occasionally will go and audit someone's account instead of having the risk team do it, is the profits are always relatively the same. The smallest profit to the largest profit is never that far different. They might have the occasional trade that they've maybe let run and they've got a bit of a bigger profit for the day, but ultimately it's all relatively the same. And you can pick those guys out and you can quickly understand, okay, they've got a strategy, they've clearly got some set of rules on their own end that they follow, and that is why they're successful. And then you look at other traders that have breached and you can see loss, they've cut a trade quickly, which was probably due to some sort of psychological reason. Then they've gambled on the next trade and they maybe profited from it. And then all that profit then gets lost 2 trades later because they don't have a plan in place, or their psychology is not on the right sort of path. Those are the sort of 2 things I see when it comes to the reason most accounts get blown, and the few traders that pass and actually get to payouts. Everyone's saying the voice is
and that
it's crazy.
Yeah, and that goes back to, like, a lot of you guys cannot end your day on a loss. A lot of you guys cannot go to sleep knowing that, all right, today was a loss. It's that underlying thought of, oh, the market won't be here tomorrow. Oh, today is the only chance I have, right? Yeah. So that is one thing. Be patient, guys. The market will be here tomorrow. If you've taken 2 losses in a row, end the day on a loss is fine. One day doesn't define who you are as a trader. You know that the market is going to be there tomorrow, so just wake up and do the same thing tomorrow, right? So, yeah, I mean, I can definitely understand why daily drawdown is the biggest thing for sure.
My question, I guess I'll throw it back to you. I'll ask you this question, and there's 70 people in this chat, so the only thing I will say is there's 45 likes and there's 70 people. Let's get this stream to 60 likes, and let's pump the subs. If you haven't subbed to NLF, I think it's about time. Now, on top of that, once we get the stream to 60 likes, we'll rip the first giveaway. We'll do all 5K accounts. We'll just get rid of all 5 at once. And then I guess the question for me to ask you, Bart, is when I used to trade, so this was probably last year and then all the years prior to that, I would have trading days where I would profit 2 or 3 grand, but I'm trading on a 100k account, and maybe my TP's at 4k. My strategy might tell me, you know what, it's in a position where it's okay to cut the loss. Maybe the market's starting to chop a little bit. It's maybe not looking like it's going to push any further up. I should take it at 3k, but I don't.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, when I used to work a job and I was getting paid $800 a week, my brain should have said, this is 3.5 weeks of pay in one trade. Take the profit and run with it. But you wouldn't, because you're looking at it from the angle of, well, it's only 3%, or I should be at 4k, so I'm not going to pull the trade. What was the defining moment where you sort of overcame that, where you were like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm back to understanding the actual value of what I'm trading and not just seeing random digits fluctuate on a screen.
Yeah. Okay. So this all goes back to it needs to be very objective what you do. So before that all comes down to how subjective are you when you're in a trade, meaning are you managing trade based on how you feel at that moment in time, or have you planned the trade before? So the way I see it is everything needs to be super objective. The plan needs to be the trade needs to be planned before. Where you exit needs to be planned before. Where you enter needs to be planned before. Where you stop loss needs to be planned before. And then you just follow that through. Because you cannot make a coherent logical decision when you're in a trade. It's literally impossible, right? Your emotional part of the brain takes over and your frontal lobe just shuts down and you can't think logically anymore, right? Everything is emotion based. So the biggest thing that I did is I planned every single trade beforehand. Right? Before I entered a trade, I knew this is where I'm going to exit. This is where I'm going to cut loss. This is the scenario I need to see to take profit early. Every single scenario was planned out before I entered the trade. And then when I entered the trade, I just followed the blueprint, right? And that way I was able to execute logically in a high pressure, high emotional environment because I made the decision beforehand. So that is how I did it. And the biggest advice I can give you guys on that, honestly, just plan your trades beforehand. Don't enter and then be like, all right, let's see what I'm going to do here, but know exactly what you're going to do in every single scenario of that trade.
This is what we're going to do. Hold on. First things first. Edgar Souza, you have a regular head size, Spencer. Don't worry about it. Who says my head is big? Have you what, are you saying my head's small or I'm big? Bruv, I'm normal size, you bastard. No, okay, regardless. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to pump the form in now. We're going to give away 5K accounts. Because the chat is saying we've pumped past 60 likes. What are we at now? Yeah, 68 likes. Let's go, people. Let's do this.
Let's go.
I'm gonna drop the form in. Everyone that's either new or if you've been around, you know it. Which is, you got a minute to fill the form in because then we take it off the chart. That way we don't have second entries or third entries. Now, when you're done filling the form in, I want you to either reply in the chat with a Y for yes or an N for no. The overall idea is I'm curious to see, there's about 70 people here. How many of you actually use a trading strategy? Actually have a written down plan of, this is how I identify my stop loss, and this is where I take the trade, and this is where I put my profit. Because I'm actually curious to see how many of you actually have a predetermined strategy, as Bard said, before you go into that heightened emotional period. Otherwise, how many of you are just going in and thinking your brain is powerful enough to take the markets on its own? Now, Bard, let's take a little 60-second break while everyone fills out the form, my friend.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Well, I guess it's just me and you guys left here. That's kind of awkward. So, what do you guys think about the weather?
Let's get loose. Let's make some
Let's
make some lean on stream. Come on. Nah, it's kidding, YouTube. If you see this, it's just...
Alright, one sec. I'm going to get something to drink as well.
It's just cordial, I promise. Alright, I'm going to pin... I didn't pin the form. My bad, people. Alright, what do we got? Oh, nice. Alright. No one saw what I just did. Oh, the brain rot is real. For anyone wondering, it's just cordial, friends. It's just cordial. All right. Let's do this. NLF gold is really messy this period. Or Bard is the gold merchant. So if anyone's going to know what to talk about with gold, it's going to be him. All right, we got 66 responses in the form. Quite a surprise because it's over 70 people. But let's run this up nonetheless. All right, we're getting to 72 now. I lied. 73. All right, people, we're going to rip away straight away with 5Ks. Let's do this. Form is closed. So if you didn't make it to the form, that is tough. I'm going to quickly change the colors because these aren't NLF. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, lovely! Ladies and gentlemen, look at us go. Alright, the stream is pumping. Why not bring the minimum holding period to minute or half? Minimum? We don't have. I don't think we have a minimum holding period. The other, in terms of the 2-minute trading rule, is what you mean. Alright, this guy's asked me so many times, how much do I bench? Brother, I don't bench. I don't bench, alright? I do not want a cooked shoulder when I'm 40 or anything like that. I do not touch the bench press. Now, aside from the gym...
I love you, Spencer. I'm 5'11", by the way.
Oh, bro, it's good to see we both get the brain rot chats. It's not just you anymore. We're both getting it now. I'm just teasing now. Everyone's just waiting for the spin. But before I spin,
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
The thing that broke my heart was when I first started streaming and I was on a bulk and I was like 10 kilos heavier. No one mentioned my jawline, and now I get lean, and everyone's like, "How do I get a jawline like yours?" It's alright. It's alright. Just say I was fat in winter. It's all good. Let's run this up. First 5K. Come on. 5K number 1 going in the books. Is Dennis here? Not looking like it. To be, not to be. It's Jafar. Jafar with the first 5K. Big ups, Jafar. I've never seen that name. I do hope these are legit Discord names, because you know the rules. If you get announced on Discord and you don't get highlighted, my friends, you don't get the account. So always put in your real Discord name. But Jafar with the first 5K. We got over 100K in accounts to give away. So let's run that second one. Let's do this again. I also love you, bread. I'm 5'11". Kishal.
Spencer, I think your mic is bugging.
Is it?
I think so.
Spencer, I didn't get the form. Dennis, the Spencer man. Why? Who's saying that? Batman, how's the mic?
No,
Can you hear me?
I think it's good now. It's good now. It's good now. It just bugged for like a second, or like you got muffled.
Oh, alright, let me know. We'll keep in touch. Alright, anyone asking how to enter if you've missed the form, alright? Don't stress though. We're giving away 5K accounts, so 25K. We still have 50K in 10K accounts to give away, and we have 3 instant 10Ks to give away. And for anyone wondering, even if you've bought an instant 10K beforehand and you win this one, you can still get it. We'll still give you access. Oh my gosh, this guy is so funny. Whoever this guy is that keeps saying I'm 5'11" is, I like him. Alright, third 5K going down. Lloyd, not Lloyd, TJ Babs, Subado, Sabode, _ 56. Okay, making me sound like a...
Why are you just making noises?
I'm trying to read the names, bro. I'm trying to read the Discord names. Oh, there's some Japanese one in here. I wonder if that's real. Razy George? No. Nice. Kavan _ FX. We're just blitzing through them. Look at this. If you need an account, we're just running through it now. Alright, final
Yo,
one.
somebody just has to said, buff dude Mike is not very good.
It's probably because we're ripping the form. I'll move us back in 1 second.
Yeah.
It landed on the Japanese name. Alright, I'm curious to see if that actually pops up in Discord. Alright, let me rip this back to the main screen. Alright, I'm putting the spinny wheel away. First form is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 form left. How many more people are here? 70 viewers, 76 concurrent, 75 likes. Good ratio.
Oh, let's go.
Alright, so anyone wondering, this is the current standpoint of the winners for today's stream. Alright, we're looking at Atjafar, Abdul Mumin, Subado, Kavan, and then
Japanese guy.
not even going to attempt it. It might not even be Japanese, it might be Chinese or something, but it's something that I can't read. Now, for anyone wondering, how's the mic? Batman, let me know how the mic is. Are we good? Oh, Subado's on cooldown. Alright, we get to spin another 5k later. We'll spin a 5k at the end. Anyone wondering, if you haven't gotten involved in that spin just then, we will probably... What's the time? We've been live for 25
What's the delay?
minutes.
What's the delay you have on stream, Spencer?
I don't think there is one. I don't think we have a delay.
Oh, really? Okay.
I can suss it out. Customizations. Slow mode's 15 seconds. That's it.
Okay, yeah, 15 seconds.
In terms of the chat. But we're on normal latency. So...
Okay, I think you should have ultra low latency. I think that's better. So the
edit
chat is more immediate.
Can I edit that?
No, I don't think you're gonna do it now, but just for next stream.
Shucks. Yeah, alright. Next stream, ladies and gentlemen, I will tweak that. But like, look, point being, we still have 2 more giveaways to do. We're gonna go give away 3 instant 10Ks on next spin, because the end of the stream we'll be giving away 50K all in one hit. 5 10K accounts are gonna go. I haven't changed the mic settings, so I don't know why my mic is low.
Is it?
Remove the slow mode from the server. Slow mode will be removed, I think on the 20... What's the 30th today? Actually, you're right. Slow mode should be removed. Batman, can you just make a note for me, please, brother? Just tell Steve to remove the slow mode from the chat in the Discord. My mic is slow or low? 1, 2, 3, mic check.
I think you meant low.
Hold on. Mic is good on my side. Spencer, can I speak for you? It's fine. How to enter. Okay, cool. Bless. Everyone seems to say it's fine. I guess if it's not, turn your volume up. CEO, I want to talk with you. How can I?
Let's get some questions in, guys.
Yeah, correct. I mean, it just depends on...
Some coherent questions.
Talk about. Finally, a firm that rewards skill instead of just test taking. The instant funding at next level is the fastest shortcut to professional capital. No daily drawdown limits on some models. I think we have daily drawdown limits on everything, bro. I don't know if you're looking at the right phone. But
was that ChatGPT?
It might have been. But it was nice. It was nice, so I'll take it. If anyone wants to buy an account with payout, please bring any point system that will give 100% instead of 80% profit split if they want to buy an account with NLF Wallet.
How old are you guys?
Probably not, purely because like the accounts are free. If you're getting an account with points, like the account's free. So there's only one thing from an owner's perspective. This is what I'll just duck into for a second. From the owner's perspective, you got to understand the balancing game I have to play. Some weeks I come and we've implemented a new rule and you guys aren't happy with me. Other weeks I get to come and we're giving away 100K in accounts. Point being is I can't be everyone's friend and we can't always do everything you guys want us to do. There has to be a balancing act of, if I reject him for breaching those rules, I have to reject you. Because if I let you get the pass, I have to let everyone get the pass, and that's not feasible. So there's certain things where it's about, we can't just do things at command or at will. Otherwise, then everyone gets to do it. And we're growing. If you're looking at the Discord, we're at 9.6k members now. So we're not a tiny server anymore. So if I give someone leniency, I got to give everyone leniency.
Yeah.
Are we going to expect new challenge types or different projects? Great question. There is 2 challenge types already in the works. One won't come out for easily 3 months, I would like to say. What I can say about that challenge type is it's less about payouts, which I know sounds kind of weird. I know it sounds kind of funky because you come to prop firms with one goal, and that's to pass your challenge and to get your payouts. It's a little bit different, and it's never been done before, but it's still months away. Right? We have to involve a second company with it if we want to do it. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not it comes to fruition. But we have that, and then we have another account which is still standard. It's a standard prop trading account, but the buying of the account is very different as well. It's never been done before either. So we have two new accounts that have never been done before, and that's the whole sort of idea at NLF. If you guys have been around for a while, you will have remembered the Nitro account we launched for 2 weeks, the 10x account that we launched for 5 days or something. We've launched a fair few accounts now, maybe 4 or 5 accounts that no one bought, no one wanted, and that's completely fine. The whole idea is we're going to release things that have never been done before, and it's either going to shake up the industry and everyone's going to love it, or it's going to be the next idea that doesn't make it and it gets removed. But we do have a couple accounts on the way. But for everyone watching, as much as Bart and I are sort of conversing and we're sort of just discussing openly about trading and prop firms and things like that, we still want to hear from you guys. So if you want to, like I said, rules-wise, NLF is quite happy where the rules are for the moment. Whether we tweak them and remove things down the track, 100%. But ultimately, the rules are in a place where we're going to keep them, at least just for the time being. So I'm more so interested in, is there an add-on that you want? Is there a type of account? I know there's the HFT account that people talk about from time to time. Maybe we remove the 2-minute trading rule off that account and we structure it in a way where you can only trade or take trades that last 30 seconds or a minute, something like that. So the whole idea is to get a bit of discussion going in the chat with you guys, to let Bart and I hear from you guys. What do you want? What do you think we could do? I want to trust this prop firm. Well, brother, I mean, I don't know what other firms are really out there doing live streams with the CEOs and the guys on the ground floor. But please, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Alright, there's one guy in this chat just ripping full ChatGPT prompts.
Nice. I see that. I mean, I see mostly it's the consistency rule, Spencer. To be honest, like that, I see people are bringing up. So, any thoughts on that? No, it's consistency.
Consistency. Here's the thing. Bring consistency score to 25% or 30% so that those instance can be called pro accounts. Otherwise, what's the pro thing there? Good question. The pro thing is it's just the name of the account. Like there is no pro or anything like that. Yeah. And most firms have that. If you see a funky name on an account, it's just a marketing thing. So the reason it was called Instant Pro is because at one point we had an instant funding model that we ended up removing. I think it was like 1 or 2% daily drawdown and 4% overall. Very tight drawdowns on that account, and we didn't like it, so we removed it. But before we did, we introduced the Instant Pro, and then about a month later, we removed the original one. So that's why it's called Instant Pro. Now, with the consistency rule, here's the thing, and this is what I said before. Sometimes we've got to make decisions that you guys may not like. The consistency rule was added back in purely because the moment we took it out, the amount of traders that began gambling on those instant funding accounts 10x'd easily. In terms of a specific statistic, of course I can't give that off the top of my head, but overall, we audited that many Instant Pro accounts right around the time that we just removed consistency entirely. Within 2 weeks, we would have traders get to the last 0.5% of their drawdown and put everything they had on one final trade, hoping that it would bring them back to the starting balance. We had traders in profit doing 3 times the lot size we would see on their other accounts because they were just hoping they could hit one big trade, pull it out because they've got payout on demand. So ultimately, in terms of the consistency rule, it's there to destroy any of the gamblers out there because, Bart, I mean, I think you'd back me on this. Any gambling trader is not a successful trader. Any guy that thinks I'll take one big punt will never be in the industry in 10 years' time.
Exactly. And you guys have to understand one thing. Is like every rule that, like, think it from the prop firm's perspective. The prop firm wants good traders. Like, we want deserving traders to get paid out. People that have actually put in the work. So all the rules are designed for us to be able to filter out the good traders from the bad traders and the gamblers. That's basically what it is at its foundation, at its core. So any rule that you guys see on the NLF accounts and you feel like I'm gonna be honest. I mean, as a trader, I'm not talking as a partner with a prop firm. I'm talking as a trader now. if you're trading a prop firm and you feel like, oh, the rule is too hard, you have to be more lenient with the rules, well, you're just not good enough. Like, I'll be honest, you're just not good enough, right? Your strategy is not good enough, your psychology is not good enough, and you're not deserving of a payout yet.
Not
So
good
instead of
enough
looking
for
at
now. For now.
for now, yeah, of course. So instead of looking at the prop firm and being like, hey, these rules do not work, hey, these rules are bad, hey, these rules are stopping me from getting profit, look inside yourself, because you can. There's one thing you can control. There are two parties here. There's the prop firm, there's you, and you're trading. One you can control, one you can't control. You can't control what the prop firm is doing. You can't control the rules of the prop firm. Yes, you can put a suggestions, but ultimately it's the prop firm's choice. So you only really have control of one thing, and that is you and your strategy. All right, so that's why you should look inwards and be like, all right, well, let me now fix my trading, fix my psychology, so I'm able to pass an account and get a payout with those rules that are in place, right? And that is the truth, and that will help you as a trader as well. Like I'm talking as a trader now, right? So yeah.
I just saw someone in there say something. I like the consistency. I love the consistency rule, but I don't like the stop loss rule. I assume you're referring to the mandatory stop loss, and I would love to know why you don't like the rule. I don't know. I know one trader that is, at least in my actual immediate life, like I see him in person, that doesn't use a stop loss, or didn't, and let's just say he finally became profitable, and I asked him what changed, and he said he started using a stop loss. So I'd be very curious to know why you don't like the mandatory stop loss rule. It's very curious to me.
And why wouldn't you have a stop loss? Like that's
Yeah,
just
I know.
I don't know.
That was never something I got when I was trading. As I never went through a little period of like, I'm not going to use a stop loss. Like I don't. Yeah, I always found that interesting.
But I don't get that. Like if you don't have a stop loss, your stop loss is your whole account. So
I
why the
think
fuck
so.
would you have a stop loss?
A stop
Right?
loss should
Then you
be
just
mandatory. Oh yeah, I'm really. Guys, someone tell me why. Someone tell me why. Why is Why don't you like? I'm very curious here, and I want to know the person that or the guys that don't like the mandatory stop loss rule. Are you funded traders with NLF? That's the sort of thing here. Is if you're a funded trader and you don't, well, if you're a funded trader and you don't use a stop loss, you're gonna have a tough time at NLF. But more importantly, if you're a funded trader with NLF and you don't like the mandatory stop loss rule, I'd be very curious to see why. Because we can talk about removing it. We can talk about removing all of the accounts, but all of the rules. But obviously, it's not going to happen. But in terms of, we can open conversation and see what we can maybe change or what we can remove and replace, things like that. Now, someone just asked in the chat, because we do get new viewers in here, and I would say we're getting a few of Bard's viewers as well. So
yeah.
for someone just asked in the chat, what is XP? Now, I'm going to presume when you say what is XP, you mean what is the NLF points system? And if that's what you mean, because if you mean actual XP, I have no idea. But if you mean NLF points, in the Discord, so on these live streams, we do 2 live streams a week. I do mine on Tuesdays, Bard does his on Thursdays or Friday, my time. And if you rock up to those streams, you get 1,000, anywhere from 700 points to 1,000 points per stream. Now, we do poker on Wednesdays and Saturdays. We do a quiz on Mondays. I think we're doing COD Mobile right now for a bit of fun on Friday nights. All of those as well, you can earn points if you win. And the third one is, you can also earn points just by engaging with our content. So every day, Steve or one of the mods in NLF will chuck in a few of our Instagram posts or our X posts. If you purely just drop a like, drop a comment, show some support, you can earn points that way. The whole idea about what we do at NLF is, I remember being 18. I remember finding out what prop firms were, and I don't know how many of you guys have money as an 18-year-old. I did not. So I would put a week's worth of wages on a prop firm account because I wanted to become a trader. That was my thing. And I would blow the account. I'd have to work another week until I could buy my next one. So what we do at NLF is we try to find certain ways where we can give to our traders that maybe don't have the funds to buy big accounts, or they don't have any funds at all, especially through our streams and stuff. So one thing we do is we give away accounts every week on stream. Another thing we do is we do the point system. So if you genuinely support NLF, You got a bunch of different ways where you can earn points with us, and you can redeem those points for actual trading accounts. I think it's 20,000 points for a 5k, 10,000 points for, or 40,000 points for a 10k, or 30,000, and then I think it's 50,000 for a 5k instant and 75,000 for a 10k instant. So you can work your way up and get accounts like that for free, and some of them aren't cheap. I think a 10k instant goes for like $70, something like that, $65. So like, it's still a win for something you're not paying for at all. Now,
Yep.
I always support you, Spencer, my love. You know what, brother? I support you too. Even if you are just 5'11". I don't judge. Alright, Spencer, I know the pain. There you go. We've all been in that spot at some point where you can't afford an account, or you're blowing your entire fund on an account. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 90 peak concurrent. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the like count to 80. I'm still going to send the form in now. So in a second, I'm going to send it in. Everyone jump onto the form, fill in the details. One of the 5k winners was on cooldown. So we have 3 instant 10ks to give away. We have a 5k account to give away. And then at the end of the stream, we're going to wrap up with 5 10k accounts as well. So I'm going to drop the form in now.
Damn.
Enter your details and let's run it up. Bard, go enjoy a 30-second break while everyone's busy just filling in the details in the form. And then,
Yeah.
give away some accounts.
And by the way, guys, for anybody that's here from my story or from my that never been on these streams, this form is basically to enter the giveaway. So we're gonna give away free accounts, and if you want to enter the giveaway, you just put your details in the form and you'll be entered. And you also like the video. You have to like the video, obviously. How to join the giveaway? Just join the form and just fill in the information. Boy, looking good.
So that's it. Alright, we got 52. I'm gonna pull this form in another 10 seconds just so we don't get double ups, but the form is beaming. How to join giveaway EPA. EPA? I don't know what that is.
While many complain about consistency, I find it essential for keeping the greed in check. It prevents revenge trading and gambling, ensuring that my growth is sustainable and based on actual skill. I mean, yeah, ChatGPT, but it's still, the right message. It's the right message. You're right. That is why the consistency rule is there. The consistency rule is there to prevent gambling, like Spencer said. It's super simple, guys.
I'm gonna quickly cut you off, bro. Wanz
Yeah.
do it, or WANZ do it. I don't want giveaway. I want to contact Spencer personally. If you can just tell me why, bro. Just tell me why you want to contact me. Do you want a job? Is it something to do with your account? What is it for?
You want a sugar daddy?
That too. What do you want? Do you want me to give you an energy drink? Let me know. But I need to know why you want to contact first. Otherwise, if it's to do with your account or something, that's what we have customer support and teams like that for. Now, someone just said, I want to test the firm. Well, my friend, there's 2 options there for you. Number 1 is you can either jump onto the NLF website, and I'll talk about that in one moment, or number 2 is you win an account on stream. So we're about to give away 4 accounts right now on stream, and then also, like I said, I'm going to quickly show the NLF website. So if we jump over here, lovely, look at this. This is the pretty NLF website. This is what we've got going at the moment. Jump over here to the instant 10k. Alright, so we're giving away 3 of these on stream, not because they're worth $10, but because ultimately they're a different form of trading account. We've got the standard 10ks we're giving out, we've got standard 5ks, and we're going to give away 3 instant 10ks as well. But for anyone new here and you're like, oh, I've never heard about NLF, but I like the fact that Bard and Spencer actually are live streaming and they talk to us, and it's nice to have a bit of trust that way, and you want to test the firm, this is the whole reason we launched this account. All of our special accounts have this at the bottom of it. I'm just making sure it's not cut off by our camera. All of our standard special accounts do have the pay after you pass. So you pay a portion of the account up front. If you pass the account, you pay the rest. If you blow it, you've only paid a small fee. The instant 10k is there for two reasons. Number one, for traders that have never traded with us, that they can come and test the firm for $10. And then number two is to scale into bigger accounts. If you do get a payout, take that money. I pray that you don't go and buy pizza or a pair of shoes with it, and you go and invest into yourself and invest into your career, and you end up going and buying, say, a 10k for $49. Or, okay, the camera's cutting it off. Or, I think you can even afford, you can go and afford a 25k two-step. The overall idea with the instant 10k is to jump on for a $10 only, test out the firm, make sure you like it, and ultimately scale up into bigger accounts. Now, let's do this. We got one 5k to give away and 3 instant 10ks. Let's do it.
Let's go.
First one, we're gonna rip the 5k first. We'll get it back out of the way. Alright, only one of them was on cooldown, so we'll get rid of that. And then we're just giving away 3 instant 10k accounts. Kusal Katri. Well done, my friend. Welcome to the program. I've never seen this name in the Discord or anything like that, so it looks like a new trader. And honestly, half of me loves when I see a trader that we know get an account from us because I like supporting our community. I also like supporting new traders, people that haven't come and traded with us before, so it's great to have you a part of the program. Number 2, this is for the first instant 10k. So someone's walking away with an instant funding account. Mama! Nope. Jafar. Ooh. Jafar, my friend, due to the rules of the game, what do we want to do? Jafar just won a 5k account earlier, and now he's just won an instant 10k. Do we want to give him the chance to have a choice? He can either get the instant 10k or he can go with the 5k. Do we want to just... He's technically on cooldown, so we can technically respin. What does the chat want to do? Do we want to give him a choice, or do we want to respin him? What do we want to do? He won again. Correct, he won again. Do we want to let him choose what to do, or do we want to give him the 5k and we spin again? Give him a choice. Respin. Batman said respin. Keep it fair. Give him 5k. He's getting an account. Jafar, I want you to know this. He's getting an account. Jafar, you're going to stay with the 5k, my friend. You are technically on cooldown. Alright, so Jafar, don't worry, don't stress. If you're seeing this, you are still walking away with an account. Don't you stress. No, you don't get both. That's greedy. You know it's greedy. Don't do that. Jafar, you can keep the 5k. So this is the first 10k we're giving away. Instant 10k. Let's do this. Alright, first instant 10k is going to James Humsey. James Humsey. That's it. Humsey. Nice name, bro. Nice name. Alright, second instant 10k is up for grabs now. So far, this will be 45k given away to the NLF community. Asura 007 with the second instant 10k. And to cross that 50k mark, let's give away this final 10k account. For the 3 instant 10ks, let's do this. Alright, who's rolling home with something? Rex Mubin? Nope. What's that name? Lion Sin. Lion Sin. Said that's so dumb. Nice. Lion, alright. And just to show the chat where we are at with the winners thus far for the stream. As I showed before, Jafar, Abdul, Kushal, Kavan, and not English all won 5k accounts. And then James Humsey, Asura, and Lion Sin with the 3 instant 10ks. Do not stress. We got 5 5ks. Oh no, we don't. We got 5 10ks to give away. So we still got 50k in accounts to go away half in the stream. Bless you, bro. I did see that.
Thank you.
You look like it destroyed you. Jeez.
Oh,
Nice.
bro, Professor got the right mentality, guys. Professor just said, I will skip last meal of the year and buy a 10k for $10. That's the right mentality to have, guys. You know, I always say this to people. You can get a funded account, and you can start off your funded journey with just $10. Like, that is cheaper than most meals in first world countries. Like I can't eat out for less than $10, right? So, if you have to skip a day's worth of food to get a funded account, that's worth, in my opinion.
Oh wait, I've already won. I already have a 10k instant. I want to test a normal 5k account. Interesting. Interesting that you want to do that. Nice. If you guys got a fresh start this new year with NLF, sounds great. That's the point. Alright, Bart and I have been working together for 7 months, 8 months now, something like that. It's been a nice, it's over half a year. We've never hopped on stream together. So we thought, what a way to wrap up the year, jump on a stream together, shoot the shit, have a good time with the community, and give out the most accounts we've ever given out. Now, I do want to make it clear, everyone watching stream, Bard also has a personal life. So no, he will not be streaming on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Let the brother enjoy his time off, and we will be back next week. But ultimately, we thought, what a way to end the year. So, I don't want to give away the accounts that we're going to launch in... I don't want to give away the accounts we're going to launch in the new year, because, like I said, these are accounts that have never been done before, and ultimately that means if they don't work, if no one really likes them, that's fine. It just means it was another idea that we put in the bin. But if it does work, I don't want to tell you guys now, and then other firms find out about it and they take my genius ideas. So that's why I want to keep those under wraps. But obviously the third sort of account we can release is a HFT account. So we can do something in the scalping or in the high frequency trading section where maybe there's no daily drawdown, there's a couple % overall drawdown, and you can't hold the trade more than 2 minutes or 5 minutes, something like that. But ultimately, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see... One thing I was thinking of is that I haven't seen other firms do is a profit split more in the favor of the trader. Now, what I'm talking about not a 100% profit split. Every firm has this, and we have this, obviously. But I'm talking about, say, 120% or 110%. So the firm actually begins to pay the trader out of their own pocket. But whether that comes in the form of an add-on, whether that comes in the form of a special account, where I think it would make most sense in the special account section because it is a special feature, but something like that.
Yeah.
There's something I'm thinking. What do you guys think? The overall point is, let's spend this last 20 or so minutes actually we're having fun, we're brain rotting, we're talking shit in the chat, and it's great. But ultimately, let's be professionals here a little bit, people. Let's figure out how we can get into the new year and continue making the trading space fun. Everyone can make some money, and we can actually start progressing with ourselves. Now, the quick question I will answer before Bart, I'll let you speak because I've been yapping for a second, is how can I claim my giveaway accounts? Great question. Anyone that is winning an account today, hence why you see the little sticky note with the @ and all your names, after the stream, I'll go and post a post-stream announcement where I will at everyone that's won an account, depending on what account they won. All you have to do is jump into a Discord ticket. Open a support ticket. Hey, NLF support team, I won an account on Spencer and Bard's live stream. I won a 5K, etc., etc. They will write your name down, and you'll have your account sent to your email in 48 hours. I think it's even sooner. I think it's 24. Go on, Barty.
All right, let's see. I saw one thing here I wanted to chime in on. So many questions. We have a lot of people in here. The chat is moving real fast. Bart, will do party? When? I'm always down for a party. Now that Did is locked up, somebody's got to take it. I'm kidding. Let's see. I mean, a lot of these questions are like technical questions for you, Spencer. It's like consistency, bring back.
Consistency, etc., etc., etc. Please bring back 2.5k account so that I have $10 I can buy a challenge account. Nelson, I'm going to be honest, it's probably an account we have no interest on bringing back. Look, we can, maybe down the line, but I don't. It's definitely not something that's in the books for now, for sure. Now, what about trading related questions? This is what I say on my live streams when I talk about Bard. I come and I talk about the new accounts, I'll talk about new add-ons, I'll talk about maybe some sort of giveaway we're doing, things like this. And I'll speak with you guys. What do we want to do? Which one's the CEO? The one with the hand in the air. But what I say about Bard's stream is I've not only watched Bard on stream, things like that, but I speak to him behind closed doors. I know what he makes. I know he's shown me results in the past. I think it was either around the 6th month, so June, or it was between June and August. It was somewhere there. It was from 6 to 8 months towards the year. He showed me his equity curve over his trading over the year. The guy is, it's not flat. It's not going like that, but it's peaks and troughs, but it's all going in one direction, and that's up. Point being, this is the time where you get to ask someone. That's ultimately probably where you want to be. Some of you in here might be 30, some of you might be 25, some of you might be 18. The point being is, at some point, we all sit there and go, I wish I can work for myself, and I don't have to have a boss telling me what to do, and I can trade and do what I want to do. So point being is, that's what Bard does on a day-to-day basis. So if there's a time to ask someone questions about your trading, this is the time to do it. So yes, come in, ask your questions about the firm, ask about certain rules if you want, but also ask the technical questions.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for
Yeah.
you. 404 Ninja. Sorry, go on, bud.
Yeah, and the guys, one other thing is I can mention, I'll mention is, a lot of you, like, I feel like if you don't have the foundations down, you can't be you can't be asking about this, more technical parts of prop firms. Like you can't be here, talking about consistency, talking about mandatory SL, all of these rules and stuff like that, if you don't have a basic strategy that works. Like if you're trading, because the foundation of the core principle of this whole thing is trading is the core. Like this is all trading related. So if your trading is not on lock, the last thing you should do is go and try to make a profit more lenient on the rules and be like, oh, this rule is that, this rule is that. That's like people, it's like people that haven't worked out. They've never worked out a day in their life. And they, instead of going and working out, they're like, what's the exact technique to do bicep curls? Which exercise is better than the other one? Bro, it doesn't matter. Go to push-ups.
Lift a
Right?
weight. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, go lift a weight. So it's the same thing with trading. But, get a strategy, get profitable, and you'll see that those rules won't even affect you. Right? Because you'll be so consistent that the consistency rule won't even matter, right? You won't care about the mandatory stop loss because you don't ever take a trade without a stop loss anyways, because you know that's a red flag. You should never do that, right? You don't have to gamble an account because you know how to pass an account consistently, right? With the right trading strategy. So that is what I would say to you guys. And then again, any trading questions, I'm here to answer it. But focus on the whole. Like you won't get anywhere unless you have you can use the best. You can have matter of fact, you can have we can give you a free account. Like we can give you an account, you don't even have to go in the evaluation phase, and you're still not going to be able to make money. You're going to blow it in a week because you don't know how to trade, right? So it doesn't really matter. As long as you don't know how to trade, nothing really matters, guys. That's all I'm going to say.
That was sauce. I gotta say the chat's becoming a little more coherent now, which is nice. They're actually asking some decent questions after we sort of primed them.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say. I want to acknowledge one guy's question in here for you because I think it was a good one. Where was it? It was about psychology ultimately. It was here we go. Shashank Dixit. What change in mindset? What was one change? If you had to pinpoint it, or if you had to just attribute it to one out of maybe a couple things, what was the sort of thing that at least took you the closest to your profitability out of everything when it comes to mindset? Was it just a mental shift? Did you build a strategy that allowed you to mentally be more comfortable? Was it a device choice? What was it?
Yeah. Well, it was the second thing you mentioned. That is, people take psychology and put it in a vacuum, and they think it's very disconnected from everything else. And it's like, oh, I got to work on psychology, I got to meditate. But psychology is super tied to strategy, right? There are some strategies where psychology is super hard. There are some strategies where psychology is super easy, right? And that is tied to how objective the strategy is. So the second my psychology got fixed is the second I started using an objective strategy where everything was clear cut. I knew exactly when to enter. I knew exactly when to exit. I knew exactly everything I needed to do for every single trade, right? Before I entered the trade. that was when my psychology became easier because if you enter a trade and everything is not already pre-planned, then you will have to make decisions while you're in the trade. And while you're in the trade, you are a super emotional being. So the decisions won't be logical. They won't make sense, right? When you're winning, you want to cut losses quickly, right? When you're winning, you're in fear. You're like, oh shit, I'm in 2K profit, but it hasn't hit my stop loss yet, and then you cut your losses because you want to make that money, right? And when you're in drawdown, you're hopeful. You're like, oh, I can turn around, right? So that's the problem, right? You have to be very objective before you enter the trade, and everything has to be pre-planned. So that was the biggest mindset shift. The biggest mindset shift for me was changing my strategy and having an objective, clear-cut strategy. That is
Let's let's
biggest
roll.
biggest change.
Let's roll with that. If the strategy was the biggest change, getting a clear cut strategy, how did you find conviction in the strategy? So everyone can build a strategy. I built that many strategies out. Some a few I back tested and I knew, okay, these are good. That was later in my trading journey. But I built
Yeah,
many trading strategies early on where I was like, all right, I'm gonna use the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame, and I'm gonna use these support levels and whatever, with no back testing or any actual data to prove that this was gonna work. I would just use the tools that I knew and would build a strategy around it, hoping it was profitable. What was the thing that was like, no, okay, I know out of every 10 trades, 6 are going to win, 4 are going to lose, and I'm still going to be profitable? Or out of every 100 trades, 58 to 62 will be profitable, and that means even with the other 40% that are losses, I know I'm still going to end with more cash in my balance than what I started with. So what was that sort
yeah.
of thing that gave you the confidence? Like, no, this strategy works. Was it back testing? Was it forward testing? Was it just, what was it?
Yeah. So I want to ask you a question, Spencer, regarding this question. Is before you went to the gym and got
I like
huge,
it. Come on. Yeah, let's
how
go.
how did you know that doing this with your arm was going to grow your bicep? How did you know?
Watching, it was purely out of just watching others. Like, pe- people, again, exactly what I sort of said about you before. Looking at people that are where you want to be. And I would look at those people and I go, okay, well, you're doing that. If I can just semi-replicate it, I don't know the exact twists and turns and all that nonsense, but if I can just look like I'm doing the same thing as you, I'll be better off than where I am right now. So ultimately, that was the move for me. Is learning from people that were where I wanted to end up being.
Exactly. So that is step one, right? Step one is looking for someone that is credible, that has results you want to get, and then just doing what they're doing, right? Not to a T, you don't have to copy their everything, but at least going the same route, right? That's where you get the basics. That's step one. Step two, well, they won't do the work for you, so step two is actually doing it yourself. And week two, after doing it, you'll see, wait, my bicep is growing, right? I'm learning. Damn. And then by the time you're in month two, month three, year two, year three, you'll be your complete own trader, your complete own gym goer, I would say gym bro, and you'll know exactly every single technique you need to know. So that's how it goes. It's the same thing with everything. You need to find a credible source that you trust and that you're verified knows the thing that you want to learn. Take their strategy, right? Start trading your own, and then you'll see results, right? And nothing beats actual repetition, actual time in the markets, and that's just it. You have to be in the market. You have
Mm,
to be in the game.
mm,
You
I
have to be
agree.
in the game.
I
So
was I
that's
was I was told that very early on. It's like you can learn all the technicals, you can learn fundamentals, you can learn every little tool under the sun. At the end of the day, if you're looking at a chart, you know all the tools, but if you're looking at a chart for the very first time, yeah, you can draw on it. But at the end of the day, each chart almost has its own brain. They all
exactly,
it repeats itself over and over and over, but they all have their own personality in a way. Like the way gold acts to GBP USD and then to Bitcoin are all very different movers. They all move in their own way. They all make their own decisions, etc., etc. So 100%.
exactly,
Time on the charts is
exactly.
everything. I gotta say, the ChatGPT kid in the chat actually dropped a banger. I got to admit, a trader without a stop loss is like a driver without brakes. It's only a matter of time before they crash. I was like, that's a bar.
Hmm.
That was heat.
Yeah, that is a bar. That
Um,
is a bar. ChatGPT pull through on that one.
100%. I got it. That was nice. That was nice. How to join, sir? Please tell me I'm late. Look, guys, we haven't done the final giveaway, so don't stress if you've come late. It's all good. I wonder what the viewership is now. People probably think we're ending soon. I know viewership hasn't gone up. That's good. All right, but yeah, we'll do giveaways in maybe 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we'll wrap it up. All right, it's been a good stream. We've been chit chatting. I hope we've given you a little bit of sauce, about the firm, and then also a little bit of sauce with your own trading, because that's where it is. And I think that's what makes NLF so special. Is it there are other firms out there that market themselves as by traders, for traders, all that nonsense and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's cute. Like the marketing behind it is nice, but at the end of the day there's no actual reflection of that in terms of the offerings of the products are way too expensive or whatever it may be. Here,
Hmm.
what makes NLF special is my live stream. You get not only direct access to me for an hour a week, you can come ask me questions. I'll answer either personal ones, whether they're just to do with you, if they're relevant to everyone, or I'll sort of generalize certain things and talk to you about certain rules and what to expect and what to look for and things like that. And future promo codes. The amount of times I've made us lose money because I've told traders, hey, wait 2 weeks, you'll get an extra 10% off. So that's what happens on my live streams. Bard's live streams are all about trading. And that's why I say the beauty of NLF is we sort of balance everything out. You get a live stream with me where you hear everything about the firm. You get Bard, who if you're actually switched on and you're actually trying to hustle, you're trying to get ahead, and you genuinely have a passion for this trading stuff, because some people want to do trading for the wrong reasons, like just making money, and other people actually love the game. They're obsessed with the little red and green candles on their screen. And fair enough.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their little fetishes. But I'm kidding, I'm kidding. The overall point is you go to Bard's stream and you ask him about the trading questions and be selfish. This is what I say to you guys. Be selfish on our streams. Go, everyone may be here with a question, but I'm here because I want him to answer my question. And if that's how, like, be obsessed, be passionate, and you'll get what you want. Point being is, welcome to NLF for all of those new traders that maybe don't know about us. Now, I'm reading the bottom half of this chat. I don't see anything here. Bard effects. Let's trade the funded of the 200k. We will do that on Bard's stream, or Bard will do that on his stream next week.
It's already passed, bro. It's already passed.
It's not we aren't that organized. We're organized. We've got the stream set up well, but we aren't that organized.
Yeah.
No, Lloyd, Bard is not going to stream this week. I just mentioned that before. Bard, it's going to be New Year's Day. We're reading, or he's going to be out enjoying his time with his family, and as he should. So no, we're doing the stream together. It's going to be the wrap up of New Year's. 404 Ninja, Spencer, read chat. I'm talking, bro. I'm looking at chat. What am I meant to be reading? I've reached 20 accounts in the last 2 months now. I buy a 10k account from NLF, and now I'm so close to my payout. One trade closed by stop loss, a minute 58 spent. All right. Look, it's up in the air. This is the thing you guys need to know. First things first, about payouts. I'm day one to maybe 6 months in, I was paying everyone out. So I would do all the payouts manually myself. Emails come from my account, but I don't actually send them. So I don't send the payout. I don't send the payout emails. I don't send the KYC emails. There's about 4 members of the team that actually have access to my personal NLF email. Point being is, I don't ultimately make the decision sometimes with payouts anymore. We've got a whole team that sits there. They go through all your accounts, whether you're passing a phase or you're actually getting a payout. They make sure you've complied with all the rules. And as someone, so IB to Sam or Ibsam, something like that. Ibsam69. To answer your question, you closed it at a minute 58. There was a guy in here just before who said he got a payout and he had breached the 2-minute duration rule. Point being is, it really comes down to the team. I would like to believe a minute 58 they might be a little bit lenient with you. If you've breached mandatory stop loss and stuff like that, maybe not. But if you've genuinely only breached that 2-minute rule once by 2 seconds, I'm sure they might have a little bit of lenience with you. And then before you jump in, Bard, Wands, do it. You've been asking me to contact you this whole stream, bro. If it's regarding your account, please talk to customer support. Things like that. Think about it. This is what I was kind of saying before. There's over 9,000 people in that Discord. I understand sometimes people want to talk to me, but if all 9,000 people wanted to come and speak to me about their specific account issues, when am I going to eat, brother? When am I going to sleep? So That's why there's over 10 people in the customer support team now. If you need help desperately, please, one of them will help you out, I promise you. All right, Bard, if you got anything else to say, bro, feel free. Otherwise, we'll
One
spin these
one
accounts.
one thing I want to say is we got 98 likes. We are at 98 likes. We need 2 more likes to hit 100 likes, guys. I think that's a record. Is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Spencer. That's a record. That's a record like count. So I need, yeah, I will log into my burner if you guys don't like the video. I swear to God. We need 2 more likes, all right?
That's a fact. That's a fact. This wheel doesn't get spun and the form doesn't get sent until we're at 100 likes.
Exactly.
I see 98. You're right. All right, we'll pull it out at 100. At 100.
Come on, guys.
And then we're spinning for 5 10Ks.
Nice. We went down to 97. So who unliked the video?
Oh, bang! Straight up to 104. The chat
Let's
is
go.
All right. Now, I'm gonna give everyone a fair chance. All right, so I'm gonna sort of let the stream delay by 5 or 10 seconds. We're going to send the form in about 10 seconds from now. I'm gonna go grab another energy drink. Bard's gonna chill for a moment, probably just talk some shit, and then we're gonna spin the wheel. 5 10Ks. Let's do this. If you're not trading with NLF just yet, or you want a spare account, you're in the right place at the right time, my friends. Let's end 2025 on a high, and let's all go into 2026 with the right intentions. Let's make some money. Let's be profitable, and let's get ahead. Let's do this. All right. Form is in the chat. It's pinned. Everybody, fill it out. Do what you got to do, and let's spin the wheel.
Bard will dance on 100 likes. That is not true. Yo, guys, have you guys counted how many energy drinks Spence has gotten this stream? I feel like the guy has drank like 5 energy drinks. I'm genuinely worried.
Bro.
Kidding.
Bro, you know what one of my Christmas presents was? Someone in my family bought me like 60 energy drinks, and it was blessed.
No way.
I was like, great, you've given me a week's supply of energy drinks. Well done.
A week's supply. Insane, bro. I would have had a heart attack by now, bro.
Oh, I'm surprised I haven't, honestly.
Do you even feel the effects anymore? Like, do you?
I just don't get tired.
Because
I don't get energized. I just don't get tired.
Okay, gotcha. Because when I drink caffeine, I'm like, immediately I feel it. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, my eyes open up. Oh, so you're over that. You're like the what is it called? Yeah, that's like water.
Yeah, fully. I've got like Coke and Sprite in the fridge and stuff. I should actually drink that just to like have the bubbly taste, so I'm not just
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Form has been removed. We got 94 entrants with only 69 viewers, so a couple cheeky people in here putting in double. I'm just instantly gonna skip that name. I know that's not a real Discord name, so I'm gonna move over that. We got 105 entrants, people. All right, so we've got a few not so fun people throwing in fake names, but that's okay. That's okay. Not everyone is here to play fair, and I can see that. Wow, I've never seen the wheel like this. It looks autistic. That's all right. All right. Now, we got 100 likes on the stream. Why is my voice low? Brother, I've tried to tweak so many times. It's the best it's going to be. I'll speak as close as I can into the mic without it going static. But let's end the stream on a high, people. All right, we've given away 55K in accounts already. We're going to give away we're going to give away 50K more in 5 10K accounts. And then we will wrap up the stream with a nice little wholesome message and call it a day. Alright, but enough yippa yappa, let's do this. Oh my god, there's that many people on the spin, it's lagging. That's how you know we're doing something right. Alright, who's it landing on first? I swear there's only 100 names in here. Oh, is it going backwards? I think we've nuked the spin wheel.
What?
I think we've destroyed the spinny wheel.
Oh my days.
It's just lagging. Alright. There's 100. Oh, that's why.
What the hell?
Hold on, no. Hold on, I cooked it. My bad. Yeah, okay, my bad. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I knew I cooked something. I did everything twice. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Alright. Much better. I was going to say, I'm like, that's a lot of names, which it should not be this many names. That looks more realistic. Alright. My bad. My bad. Batman goes, people invited their grandmothers to fill the form in. That's a lead. Alright. First 10k going down properly this time. Let's do this properly. Alright, Jafar. Jafar is just lurking near every account. But it is going to VFX Sniper. Lovely stuff, brother. Another guy, I mean, look, I'm not in the Discord that much these days, but I don't know any of these names, which is great. It means they're new traders with the firm. Who is ripping the second 10k account? Usman? Kumaru. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Alright, this is what we're at so far. We've got VFX, Sniper, Usman, and then we've got all the winners of the previous giveaways from today's stream as well. We're going to bold everyone because it'll just look nicer. Alright, there we go. We got 3 more 10Ks to give away. Let's do this, people. How come Jafar again? I know Jafar's lurking. I don't know where he is now. He's probably somewhere over here. But the first spin, he was close by. He must have hacked the spin. Alright, 3 accounts left to go. Let's run it up. Who is leaving with a free account? To be? To be! Every week. I've seen this guy's name like 6 weeks in a row, and he's finally pulled away an account. Alright. 2 accounts, 2 spins left. Let's run it up. Where is Dennis? Spencer, you need to replace him with Jafar. I don't know where Dennis is. I'm sure he's enjoying himself somewhere in another country, just being happy. James Nasri. I do know this name. I have seen this guy before. Good on him. Actually, Batman, just confirm none of these guys are on cooldown before we end stream. Nice. Everyone. No, I like how when we're giving away free accounts, no one speaks. No one talks in the chat. Everyone's just locked in on getting something for free. All right.
They're locked in as if they can like lock into to get a higher chance of winning, bro. It doesn't matter, guys. It's yeah.
All right. Final account. Who's it going out to? To Babs? Boom. Oh no, it's TJ Babs. All right, people. Let's wrap this stream up. But we've just given away 105k in trading accounts. So this is what we're ending the stream with. Ready? We've got VFX Sniper, Usman, Tabi, James Nasri, and TJ Babs, all with standard 10k accounts. Jafar, Abdul Mumin, Kusal, Kavan, and non-English are all winning 5ks. And then the 3 instant 10ks are going to James Hamzy, Asura07, and Lion Sim. At 105k accounts, 105k in accounts have just been given out on this stream alone. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sir!
That's it. That's what we do it for, alright? So sad. Hey, it's not so sad. It's just not today, my friend, is all it is. So don't you stress. Come and enjoy the streams in the future, and you might just win an account while you're watching and learning a little bit more about the firm. But gentlemen, I will. Do you want to wrap up the stream, Bart, or shall I?
We can have a speech. You have a speech. I have a speech.
I love it. I'll wrap up the stream, and then you finish off with a nice little comment. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to announce to everyone here that is watching. 12 months ago, at the very beginning of this year, I had never sat behind a camera, and I had never ever spoken on a live stream or anything social media related. And I have to say, it is a blessing to get to come and speak to all of you lovely people every single week. All right, you guys are not only good people to speak with, but you're funny and you're entertaining. And I hope you find me mildly amusing while I spend the hour with you once a week. Now, on top of that, NLF, I think everyone can say comfortably, has grown very, very quickly over these past 8 months. And we are only getting bigger. I am so excited for 2026, and I have blood boiling inside of me to be one of the biggest firms by the end of it. And I hope you all do as well. Alright, so everyone sitting at home watching this stream, and you have the goal of becoming a profitable trader, you have the goal of replacing your 9 to 5, or whatever it may be, understand 2 things. It is possible, but it takes time. Don't let that first account that you blew stop you from getting to where you want to be. It may take you 10 accounts, it may take you 50. But the ultimate idea is stay in the game, believe in yourself, and I promise you good things await at the end of the journey. Thank you all so much for the 2025 that I've had, and I cannot wait to see what we do in 2026. I will leave it to Bard, and we will end the stream.
Sure. Amazing speech. Damn, really inspired me. I gotta say. No, but look, guys, I've been trading for a while, and like this, the beginning of this year, some random ass kid with a few followers contacted me, and guys, I get thousands of DMs every single day of people being like, oh, I've worked with ACG, I've worked with FTMO, the biggest prop firms, right? And for some reason, something drew me to respond to this kid that didn't even have a face on his account. I was like, who the hell is this? And he, with his words, he got me to hop on a call. I hopped on a call. He explained the vision. He explained that he was a trader himself. He explained what he wanted for the community. He explained the change he wanted to make in the prop firm industry and what he wanted to build, right? And it was such a breath of fresh air, and it was something that I really believed in. And I was like, you know what? Let me jump on. I had no reason to jump on at all because I was not getting anything from it at that time, right? But I believed in him. I believed in the picture. I believed in the vision. And dude, roll it forward a few months later, and look at where we are right now, right? We're grown incredibly fast. We have an amazing community, and it's insane what you can achieve in just that short of amount of time when you try to build something and you're honest. You're honest with the people you're working with. You're honest with your community, and you just do it the right way. Um, and that's why NLF will continue to grow. And I think 2026, by the end of 2026, we will be one of the biggest prop firms in the space because we do it honestly, we do it the right way, and we care for our traders and we care for the community. Um, and I mean, we're here. We're literally in the trenches with y'all. Like I'm trading every single day. We're hopping on live streams every single week. We're in the Discord talking. So it's and I think that's what separates us from everybody else. And in terms of trading, guys, um, we've talked a lot about trading this stream, but I'm just want to say that don't let 2020 if you're not a profitable trader yet, don't let 2026 be like 2025. Start 2026 off. Choose your vehicle, choose your strategy, stick to one thing. Let it take time. Be patient. Understand that the market is not going to disappear, and just take it seriously because you have all the resources. All you need, guys, is one skill. It doesn't matter if you're in India, it doesn't matter if you're in Pakistan, it doesn't matter if you're in Sweden, it doesn't matter if you're in Norway. You need a skill and an internet connection, right? A skill and internet connection. If you learn the skill, you can get a cheap account on NLF and you can grow from there. And to have that privilege to be able to make money that way is something that has never happened in the history of mankind. Now is an exception and is the only time you'll ever be able to make money this way from the internet. So yeah, make sure to capitalize on that opportunity, guys. Don't let 2026 be another year of regret. Make it a year of prosperity. Make it a year of reaching your goals and working hard, and everything will pan out. To an even bigger 2026, guys.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to another NLF live stream. Let's leave it here. Everyone, stay safe, be smart, and be careful over the next few days while New Year's is occurring. It is a scary world at the moment, but we will all get through it. And I will see you all next week for another live